And so what I can say here now in my own experience is like this is really where it's been powerful to be able to come into a deeper awareness, to realize that ultimately my body can be affected by change, my mind can be affected by change, my circumstances can be affected by change, but consciousness itself cannot be. Actually, it's the changes of life that are affected by consciousness. And when you come to this understanding in yourself, you recognize your own sense of being is the sense of being. And there can be billions of individuals and trillions of life forms all throughout this galaxy and all throughout this universe. And none of them being individuals and being distinct from you as a person, none of them in any way conflict with you being consciousness. Everybody is consciousness. Everything is consciousness. Everything is this energy and this living vibrancy of life. And yet, no matter how many forms are existing within this consciousness, none of them conflict with you being the consciousness that you are. So this is something, it's really, we're coming into the realm of direct experience now. This is not something you can so easily put into words in a textbook kind of format. This isn't something that you can just feed into someone else's mind who really hasn't had the experience of recognizing their own consciousness, recognizing their own sense of I am as consciousness. And so this is really where um, this has been very helpful for me because with these tests of life, if I had not been tested in the ways that I had been tested and will be tested again, probably today at some point, and I can laugh about it because I enjoy the tests, even when there's a part of me that really doesn't enjoy it. What's so beautiful about that is I recognize that it's my habitual programming that doesn't enjoy the test because the habitual programming is limited and when you are being asked to when you're being stretched out, not stretched out, not thinly stretched out or anything, but you're being asked to expand in your understanding. And so if you have limitations, those limitations are going to you're going to feel the strain in those areas of your life, those areas of your body, the areas of your mind, your external circumstances, because it's really all one and the same thing. The internal reality that you experience inside is then being kind of projected and reflected back to you from the external. So a lot of the things that are going on outside of you are actually indicative of what's going on inside of you. So if you find that you keep having this kind of interaction with another person, you keep fighting this particular quality about this other person, they push your button somehow. Well, it's because the thing that the vibration that they're on and the thing that they're doing, that's something that's inside of you. You fight with it inside of you. And that's why when it comes up around you, you take the same kind of reaction to it. And so there's so many different examples. I could make a whole other video just about how the internal and the external kind of reflect each other. But I figure if you're watching this video now, you probably have some sense that that's how it works. You've probably seen that in yourself. And so not to get off topic too much, because we're really talking about the tests of life, being aware of where those limitations reside inside of myself, then I look at the tests of life and my tests of faith, then I'm thankful for those things. Because if I didn't have those things, then I wouldn't be able to exercise my power of discernment. And I wouldn't learn the difference between who I am as fresh consciousness, spontaneous, ever-present existence, vibrancy of life, you know? Vibrancy, my friend. See, this is just one example. Photography and creativity and artwork that I could never have made when I was more in my habitual programming because I thought that it was unbecoming of a young man to like colors and to write poetry and to smell flowers and to dance and laugh and all these things. But now I'm enjoying a new level of health and wellness in my life because I'm allowing myself to embrace the tests of faith because they're not really testing who you are, they're testing your limitations. And that's because your limitations will feel the strain, but you only feel the strain as long as you're identified in those limitations. When you truly understand that you are unlimited being and you are experiencing the sense of building limitations and then deconstructing limitations. Just like a wave comes into form out of the body of water from which it's born, and then it subsides back into the equilibrium of that water. Everything is coming into shape and then going out of shape. So they can come back into shape and then go out of shape. Just like the same time you inhale so you can exhale, so you can inhale so you can exhale. Just like life emits and explodes out of itself in a great big bang of beauty and stardust and all kinds of potentials, and then it sucks back into itself only to explode again into a brand new reality. And this is every moment, every day, because creation is not a noun, it's a verb. Creation is a creating. Life is a living. You are a being. You see, you're not what has been, you are what is being. And that's why you can be aware of whether you're living in a pattern or whether you're meeting life freshly. You can see the limitations. And when you're tested, that's when those limitations come to the surface. And that's why you can, we have this idea that it's so normal to protest and lament the things that are difficult, like it's just that's what you do. But to a sage, to an awakened being, to somebody who's just you, alive and being and feeling life as it moves through you and around you, to that being that you are, you can say thank you. This is why you can say thank you to all the things that come, no matter what it is. And it's like, why not say thank you? Because it's only gonna, no matter how hard the situation that you are experiencing, no matter how much you feel the strain of being tested by life, why not say thank you? If it alleviates even a bit of the pressure, or alleviates even a bit of the strain, or softens you up just a little bit more to be receptive to things flowing, well, that's gonna help you in so many ways that you can't even see yet, because it's just everything's just trying to make you a little more pliable, to soften you up. And why is it that we feel pressure? Why is it that we feel limited? Because we're too rigid. So why not embrace that softness? Because it's only joy and it's only love and it's only a channel through which all these beautiful things can come through you. So I think that's a good place to end it for now, or at least to take a pause. I don't know if anything ever truly ends, but I want to leave the rest up to you now because you are the one I'm talking about. You know, and you know what it is to be, and you know how it is to live a beautiful life. Just have to say thank you to the test of faith and embrace them as much as you embrace the pleasurable things in life. And because you realize the tests are going to come just as surely as the pleasures are going to come, the pains are going to come too. So why not embrace all of it here and now? Because you have the capacity to embrace it. And believe it or not, the spirit and the truth that you are, the consciousness that we all are, it never gives us more than we can handle in this moment. Just have to be present with it. That's all. because everything is happening right here and now, if it's happening at all. So I think the only thing left to say now is that I appreciate you and I love you. And I know that you love yourself. And that's why I say I love you, because I'm honoring the love that you have for yourself and for all of life everywhere. There's really nothing more to say. There's nothing greater than that. So bless you, my friend. Thank you for tuning in today. And if you want to connect or talk more, feel free. Feel free to reach out. Bless you. Love you.